Flixbus dropped us off here, which is apparently the south of Salzburg. At first we were kind of wondering, okay, should we now just simply walk for an hour to get to the center? But luckily, as we can see here, there's quite a lot of possibilities to go like almost everywhere within within this the city. For 240 you can ride an hour on those buses and things. First time Austria for you, isn't it?
I've been in Vienna bus station. It was horrible, but that's my impression of Austria.
Wow, okay.
I'm planning to see more of Austria to broaden my horizon,
to get
not
rid
just
of the bad feeling.
Not just the bus station, yeah.
Time to stamp those tickets. I honestly don't remember if I've ever been to Salzburg. For everybody who doesn't know, which is every one of you who's following me here, I lived in Austria for 5 years, but not in this part. So this is still kind of new for me. Fun. Who needs a city wall when you literally have some mountains around? And here on the other side, we mostly see those baroque-like buildings. The overall style as it was is still around. Yeah, blah blah, no European city without a river. So let's just, tick that off the list. The first thing, we have our Salzach river right here, which is going all through Salzburg, and you're already getting a very nice view from here. We have a nice little fortress over here. And a little fun fact on the other side, you probably can't see that yet, we also have a fortress, and that one we're actually going to take a look at. Speaking of fortress, by the way, Salzburg basically means salt fortress. The question is why? The answer is salt. They have a lot of salt mines around here, and they've been mining salt since, I don't know, whenever. And this is also basically what, got the good old stonks up. That's what made this city. The white gold, as they called it. There you go. Lovely.
Hi.
We're on a square. There's quite a lot of squares here in Salzburg. Lots of little ones. And the view here is quite nice. Ice skating for you?
Yes.
Yeah, it's been a long time since we've been ice skating, and we've also only been ice skating for one time together.
In Ukraine.
In Ukraine, exactly. Probably they had some kind of Christmas market here, because they still have a few Christmas market things, and of course the ice skating rink right here. But even more important than that, we're now on the Mozart Square. It's a name you're going to hear quite often, because there he is, by the way. That's basically his city. He's been living in a house that's kind of close to here for almost 30 years. And Mozart, he dropped some sick bangers, If our good guy Mozart is not famous enough for his music already, he is actually kind of famous for those things, which he didn't create, but still, they're called Mozart Kugeln. It's basically with chocolate, marzipan stuff, and pistachio in the middle. When I was a kid, I actually had those quite a lot. Directly next to the Mozart Square, we have the Residence Square right here, with another big fountain, which is currently not that impressive. But what is impressive is the Cathedral of Salzburg. It's so huge, like 20 millimeters don't do justice, It's bigger than 20 millimeters, I meant my focal length. Originally, this cathedral was built in 774. So, safe to say that it's quite old, quite historic. Of course, it has been rebuilt several times, still looks as beautiful as ever. Not only that, but also our our main character of the city, Mr. Mozart, was baptized in there. There's also quite a lot of museums around actually here. You have the Salzburg Museum right there, Panorama Museum there, even though it's more of a construction site currently. And I think there's also something like a residence museum, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, quite a lot of museums to discover as well. If you're a fan of museums or all of those exhibitions, you can actually get a Salzburg card as well, which basically gives you free access, or you can, you know, skip some lines and stuff on all of those museums here. Salzburg card is basically, yeah, some kind of card you can buy for 24, 48 or 72 hours, and I think it's around 30 euros, and as I said, it gives you access to all of those cool museums and stuff. If you consider going here, that might be something for you. Depending on how much you're going to do, it's going to be a better deal after all. Can you believe that this cathedral was first built in 774?
I do not.
It's no longer looking like that, of course, because of lots of renovations and rebuildings and stuff. But
I was gonna say that the blocks look very nice.
Yeah.
Straight.
You think back then people weren't able to make nice things?
They didn't have Minecraft skills.
Exactly, yeah. Covering Mozart on the go. Very nice. Well done. We just exited the Gold Alley, Goldgasse. It's always nice when you have those, you know, a little bit cramped, but not too much cramped kind of alleyways. When Mom says we got Louvre at home, that's what she means. There also seems to be some kind of fountain. Maybe one day we'll actually manage to get to one of those locations where we always say that we're going to go in summer. Maybe we'll actually manage to go there in summer.
Yeah.
And then we can see all of those fountains and other cool things that we always missed.
We should just stop traveling in winter.
You know, usually what people do is the exact opposite. They travel in summer and, I don't know, they hibernate in winter, I guess. I don't know what people are doing in winter, except drinking Glühwein. Maybe that's just me. This is the kind of view that you can get here in Getreidegasse. This is once again one of those alleys where you have lots of shops all around, but they're more like, you know, the classics, H&M, Douglas, all of those kind of things. While the others,
Café
I
Mozart.
think... Oh, okay, yeah, that's our main character once again, you know. Café Mozart, it's in here. And more weird alleyways down there. On this street we also have the birthhouse of the maestro himself. Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart was born here in a house that we may have already passed or we're going to see. I honestly don't know.
Maybe it was this Mozart cafe.
I don't know.
That's where he was born.
You think he was born in the cafe? I don't know about that. When you go through those structures of this cathedral, you'll end up, who would have guessed, on another square. So it's a lot of squares connecting together and you get this golden ball with a person on it. If you want to play chess, you can also play chess there. There's an oversized chess kind of board. I actually never played chess in real life. I only played it in a video game as a side quest, you know. Funnily, yeah, actually. Also, if you're a couple who likes occasional gaming sessions, do not miss out on It Takes Two, honestly, it's very good. That's one thing. The other thing, though, is right here we also have the fortress, and I don't know if you can see it, it's here somewhere. We have like a little train that goes up to the hill where the fortress of Hohensalzburg is. Are we going to take the train?
Yes, I hope so. I hope it still works and goes. And I mean, I see that they're moving, which means we still have time because sunset is getting close and you can see sun on the mountains, but not here. And I'm very, very curious how it looks from the top.
Let's do this. Let's do this. Nice. Let's take this one. We made it to one of the last ones that goes up there, actually.
Maybe we'll see sunset.
You know, it was meant to be, since we still caught that one. It goes up quite fast, honestly.
Yes, let's see how long it will take us to go down.
Right now we're gonna have this weird curve thing that you saw from the bottom, or maybe that's already the thing. Wow, wow, okay.
We take you to the top, Siemens.
They did indeed. We still have light.
We made it up, it was so hard.
Here we are on the foundation where this fortress of Hohensalzburg is standing. And now look at that. Lovely city. Now we're going to see what's on the other side, because you can also, see some mountains and stuff on the other side. So let's quickly check that out before we don't have any light anymore.
A beautiful view.
A beautiful view.
You're missing out on a beautiful view.
I'm not missing out. I'm on my way.
I'm showing you.
Crazy. I'm super happy we still made it in time. (1077) is when this beauty was built. By the way, we probably have to go up this stairs.
Definitely must go if you're in Salzburg. Definitely one of the best attractions.
Exactly, don't miss out on the views. We're missing out on the museums. There's also a lot of museums in here. The train is already closed, which means that we have to walk down. But if you were to go by train, let's see if I could still catch the prices from here. If this thing is open, you pay €3.50 for one ride, and I think it's €5 for, both up and down. I'm not sure though, so I'm gonna just put it here, the price. And just like that, we find ourselves on an epic quest to find the descent of the dark castle.
We're lost on the mountain.
That's some escape room kind of situation here.
No one said we're gonna spend the night on the mountain.
Yeah, footpath to town. There you go. This is the right way. Maybe last time we were blessed with a view like this. It's also quite hard because on this kind of path right here, you can kind of slip easily. Not good for guys who like to hold cameras and film while they're going somewhere.
It is a very, very steep way, and it has a little gravel on top, which makes it very easy to slip.
This is like a death trap.
Yeah.
I mean, no wonder that this castle kind of survived all of those years,
No one wants to go up.
Exactly. Hohensalzburg fortress. We escaped. Glad we still saw that before it's like completely dark, and before we also need to go back and everything. We now have a nice stair walkway in between some buildings.
You start appreciating steps after this kind of descent.
Oh, you definitely do. Over there, I already said it, we have the lights that actually shine on the fortress. So they're down here and they shine all the way up.
It's a very sweet place, this square of Mozart Square, because we see people ice skating, and this has an atmosphere of winter holidays.
It does.
I mean, it's still winter, so it's atmosphere of winter, because ice skating is for winter.
Yeah, but it's probably not recommended for us to go there now, since our legs are shaking quite much.
Yes, the muscles
yeah,
are not happy.
It's always hard descending something like that. This is what you do at night, or when it's dark.
Yes, that's the best.
Pancakes with ice cream.
And chocolate.
And chocolate. And you have your very nice lemon water, which is literally lemon hot water.
So basically it's a lemon tea.
So it's basically just sour and hot? Okay, nice, nice. Well, I can assemble the tea myself, you know. That looks yummy. So,
See you next time in the Salzburg.
oh, we're already ending this?
Yes.
Okay, bye.